At a family barbecue, my sister told my 15-year-old autistic son, "You'll always need help," then laughed when he went silent. What she did not mention was that she had depended on my help every month for 3 years. The next morning, I told her that help would end with the school year. Alex had struggled with noise and crowded rooms when he was younger, but he had also been writing computer programs since he was 11. A week before the barbecue, he won a regional coding competition against more than 200 students. He rarely talked about his accomplishments, so when my mother asked about school, I encouraged him to tell everyone. My sister Amanda smiled before he finished. "That's sweet. Did everyone in the special program get something?" "No," Alex said. "My project placed first." Amanda glanced toward her own 2 children. They attended a private academy, played travel sports, and appeared in every family conversation as examples of what success looked like. "Well, enjoy it," she said. "But your son will always need help. Extra classes, accommodations, someone guiding him. It's better to be realistic now." Her husband gave a quiet laugh. Amanda joined him. A few relatives looked down at their plates. Alex stopped eating. His hands folded beneath the picnic table, and I could see him pressing one thumb into the other, something he did when he was trying to stay composed. Amanda called her comment honesty. She said she volunteered at school and understood children with different limitations. Then she asked why I was looking at her as if she had said something cruel. I stood, collected Alex's backpack, and told my mother we were leaving. Amanda laughed again and said I could not protect him from every uncomfortable conversation. In the car, Alex stared through the window for several minutes. Then he asked, "Do you think she's right about me never living on my own?" That was the part Amanda would never understand. Her joke lasted seconds. My son carried it home and tried to build a future around it. I told him that accepting support was not the same as being incapable. He had worked for his competition result, and nobody at that table had the right to turn his entire life into a prediction. He nodded, but he remained quiet for the rest of the drive. 3 years earlier, Amanda's husband had lost most of his work hours just after their children began another year at Street Augustine Academy. Moving them immediately would have been difficult, so I offered $1,500 a month until the family recovered. I managed software projects for a regional bank and could afford it if I delayed a few plans of my own. Greg returned to full-time work 8 months later. The transfers continued. Amanda always had another reason. Tuition had increased, one child needed sports fees, changing schools would damage their confidence. I never promised to fund them through graduation, but family pressure turned a temporary favor into an expectation. The morning after the barbecue, I emailed Amanda and Greg. I would continue the transfers through the end of the current school year because I had already committed to it. After June, they would be responsible for the full tuition. Amanda called before I finished breakfast. "You're taking school away from my children because of one conversation?" "No, their school is still there. I'm stopping my contribution." She said Alex would require family support for the rest of his life while her children only needed help for a few more years. I let that sentence sit between us. "So, needing help makes someone less worthy when you're talking about my son," I said. "But when you need it, everyone else is obligated." Amanda said the situations were different. She called me vindictive and warned that her children would blame me if they had to leave their friends. I reminded her that she and Greg had 4 months to review their finances, request assistance from the academy, or choose the public schools near their home. Then she tried an apology. "I'm sorry Alex took it the wrong way." I told her that was not an apology and ended the call. My mother contacted me that afternoon. She said Amanda had been insensitive, but withdrawing money would divide the family. I asked why keeping the family together always required Alex and me to absorb the injury. She had no answer. I kept every transfer through June. I did not cancel anything early, contact the academy, or involve Amanda's children in the argument. When the new academic year began, Amanda and Greg enrolled them in the local public schools. They canceled their country club membership and postponed a vacation to cover the activities they still wanted. Nobody lost a home or an education. Amanda lost a subsidy she had mistaken for a permanent right. She never gave Alex a real apology. She sent him a message saying he was very special and asked him to convince me to reconsider. He showed it to me, deleted it, and returned to his laptop. A few weeks later, I passed his room and heard him talking to another student online. The student's program kept crashing, and Alex was patiently walking him through the code one line at a time. When the call ended, I asked whether he had fixed it. "He did," Alex said. "He just needed some help." He said it without embarrassment. Amanda had been right about one thing. Everyone needs help sometimes. She was wrong about what it meant.